Hey guys, it's Brianna. I hope you're doing well on this Monday. It's Martin Luther King Jr. Day today as I'm making this video where I am in America. I don't know if that's the case for everybody else, but yeah, so today is Mental Health Monday. Thank you so much for joining me. Today I wanted to talk about something that I've been working on for a little bit of time and um, that I think can be helpful for us as we're walking through our journeys on this life. And that is to pay attention to ourselves, um, to observe ourselves as we're going through our days, almost as a mother would observe her child, and noticing what that person likes, what they need, and not judging that. I think often when we're looking at ourselves from a judgmental place, because maybe we do observe ourselves or focus on ourselves throughout the day, but what stance are we taking when we are observing ourselves? Are we looking at ourselves with compassion and guidance and wanting to really understand ourselves and give ourselves the best care and the best nurturance and the best life that we can give ourselves? Or are we constantly criticizing and saying, oh, you should have done that better, you could have done that better, you're not supposed to be thinking this way, feeling this way, just judging ourselves based on what's right or wrong, what we think is right or wrong. So I would encourage you, just as I'm encouraging myself, to walk through this life and really take things in as an observer who really cares about you. So when something happens, like when you're looking over the situation in your mind, are you saying to yourself, like, oh wow, okay, like this happened, what happened, what are we feeling about it, thinking about it, what can we learn about ourselves from this situation, and what are we going to do about it moving forward? And I think those are good, positive, constructive questions to ask and replace those other thoughts that we typically, you know, that we typically will use to, analyze our situation. Yeah, we'll give ourselves grief over it, or, yeah, there's just lots of other ways that we can interact with our situations, beating ourselves up about it, telling ourselves stories about what we could have done, what we should have done, or even telling ourselves, stories about the other person and saying, like, the other person is bad or the other person is this or that or whatever. Well, I think a lot of that comes from just us in general not being compassionate on ourselves, because when we feel bad, like if something not fun happened, if something that we interpret as bad happened, then when we are not compassionate on ourselves, I think we're looking for someone to blame for the situation. We're looking for someone to say, like, if you weren't like this, then this situation wouldn't have happened, or like we'll use it to kind of beat up on someone else. But what a mother would do, or what a caring, loving, mother would do, would not waste time thinking about, oh, what is the other person doing, or blah blah blah. Like, just picture telling a caring and wise mother, this is what happened. That caring and wise mother is probably not going to use that opportunity to, gossip or talk crap about the other person. They'll probably stay focused on you and what you're thinking about the situation and what is important to you about this situation and what you want to do moving forward. So, yeah, I could probably give examples, but I think it would take me too long to on the spot think of it, so I won't do it right now. But if you'd like examples, comment below and I'll try to think of some, or if you have your own examples of times that this has happened in your life, where you could have gone one way or the other in your thinking, and maybe where you chose one way or the other, and how that settled with you, and what the outcome really was for you based on how you address yourself in the situation. So yeah, treat yourself like a loving mother would, and observe yourself. And if you're struggling in a certain area, whether that's finances or friendship or career decisions, like I am, I'm there for you. I hear you. The struggle is real, but or just someone says something offensive to you, or something happens where you think that a person is intending you harm, or there's a situation that's not working out for you the way that you would like, I would encourage you to approach it and from a place of really accessing that place in yourself that can observe you from a maternal standpoint and from a wise maternal standpoint. Really loving you and giving you wisdom and listening to you and trying to gain wisdom. I feel like a wise person is not knowing that they're all wise, right? When a wise person goes to help you, they really want to hear from you. Like, what are you experiencing? How are you feeling about this? What would be nourishing and good and beneficial for you in this time? Knowing what you know about yourself. So a little piece of this was sparked by this book that I'm reading called You Are a Badass. This is by Jen Sincero. And one of okay. Now I'm gonna forget what thing she said. That she said, as far as not listening to other people's opinions and making them our world, but also taking them into consideration. So when someone has something to say to you about something about you, whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, we can evaluate that for ourselves and say, okay, is that true? In what ways is that true? And can I use this information to benefit my own life, as opposed to just saying, oh, wow, this person is so sweet, they just gave me this compliment. Or, oh, wow, this person is such a jerk, they said this bad thing about me. But just being able to use it as information of, okay, this is how other people perceive me. Is there any way I can use that? Can I use it even to my benefit? Because just as an example, she used in the book that if someone gives you a compliment of something you're good at, like, you're really good at doing this, like, and maybe you constantly hear that. Is there any way that you can use that to your benefit and say, okay, if I'm good at this naturally and just people are just complimenting me for it, maybe I'm not really trying, but it's part of who I am. Maybe you can use that to benefit your life in some way. Maybe you can use that for your future endeavors. Maybe you can use it to make money while doing something that you just already naturally do. So that would be a compassionate way and a wise way to look at something that someone says, as opposed to other responses that we can have, thinking, oh, well, they, either dismissing the compliment or just taking it maybe as a compliment, but also using it in the full scope of your life to understand yourself and to really create massive and maximum benefit for your life. So be your own mother, love yourself, appreciate each moment and each situation that you have. Really, you can appreciate it by getting the juice out of it, I guess. Really just observing yourself in each situation and seeing if there's anything that you can glean from it or learn from it. And yeah, I kind of lost my trail of thought right there a little bit, but I hope you got something out of this video, and if you did, I would encourage you to give it a like, and if you want to see more videos, Monday through Thursday, Mental Health Monday, and then there's a different theme for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, then subscribe, and if you want to share an experience that you have or a comment or question, please leave it in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching.